Hello, on this video I'm going to talk about the object-oriented programming in Python, and for this video I'm going to talk the basics only. And the basics is made out of three things: the class, the constructor, and the objects. So for this video I want you to learn these three things only. So the class is a pattern of something that you're going to make later, or a blueprint. The constructor is a function or a factory that makes an object out of the blueprint. And then finally, the object is whatever the constructor makes. It's your own personalized object of something. I got this graphic here from this website, and this graphic explains very well how this works. So if you're going to make a car, then a class would be the pattern or a blueprint of your car. The constructor would be a factory that gets this pattern and then creates a lot of objects. And each object, although came from the exactly same blueprints, they may have different attributes. One of the attributes is color. So this car here is green, blue, yellow, and so on. Although they came from the same blueprints, the factory made them with different attributes. Now let's take a look at some code. So I create a folder here for me on the desktop, and I'm going to create some files and save them in this folder. So first I'm going to open the IDLE, and then I'm going to create a file, and I'm going to call this file my class. And the first thing is to create the class that I want. So the class that I want is going to be the class car. After that, I need to create a constructor. So the constructor, again, is a factory that creates an object. And this object has some attributes. The attributes that I have here is miles per gallon, color, year, and the manufacturer. Now notice that the manufacturer, I'm hard coding a value right here, because I know that all cars made by this manufacturer will come from this company. Some of the attributes will be different for each car. The miles per gallon, the color, and the year will be different. We're going to create a object on this constructor, and when we create, we're going to pass these parameters so we can have a personalized car. Now, I could have a lot more other attributes here, like maximum speeds, motor size, fuel, trim, and etc, etc, etc. But for simplicity, I'm just going to have these 4 attributes right here. But in reality, you could have a lot more attributes if you want to. So next, I'm going to create a function just to print the car's information. So this method right here just prints the car information. And then finally, I'm going to create another method, and I just want to check if the car is green or not. So this is a very simple class. It has a constructor with some attributes. Then it has a method to print the car's information. And then finally a method to check if the car is green or not. So these here are called the instance variables. And I'm going to talk more about this on the next video. And then outside the function, but inside the class, I have what's called the class variable. And I'm also going to talk about this on the next video. But for now, I just want you to know that you can have variables here, and you can also have variables outside. And here in the print car function, I'm using some of the variables that are from the instance, and I'm also using a variable from the class. All right, so let's take a look now on a program that will use this class. So I'm going to put this on the sides, and then I'm going to create another file. I want to call this file my main. And now I'm going to import the class that I created on the other file. So the syntax for that is from, then the file name, then import your class name. So in my case here, the file that I created is called my class. So I'm gonna put here my class, and then the class that I created is called car. So I'm gonna import the car. So from my class, import the car. And now I can instantiate a object of this class. In other words, I'm gonna call the constructor, and the constructor is gonna give me a object. And the way that I create an object is by calling the constructor, and then the constructor wants 3 parameters. One is the MPG, which is right here. The other one is color, which is right here. And the third one is year. So I have to pass these 3 parameters. And then right after I instantiate an object, I'm gonna save this object on my car. And then after that, I can use the dot notation to start calling the functions from this class. In this case here, I'm just calling the print car function, and the print car function is going to print everything from the car. So I'm gonna run this program. If you notice right here, it printed the 15, the 2020, the color green, then the name of the company and the type of the car. And you can do the same thing with the isGreen method. So here I'm just gonna print, and I'm gonna use the name of my objects, then dot, and the function. So I'm gonna run this program, and here returns false. And returns false because I'm checking green with lowercase, and here I have green with capital K's. So I'm gonna change this to lowercase green, and then now you're gonna have this coming back to true. So run this program again, and then it's true. Now, the beauty of working with object-oriented programming is that now you can create more than one car. So you just created one car here, and I can create as many cars as I want. So I'm gonna create a car 2, and this car is going to be 50 miles per gallon. It's gonna be color blue, and the year is 2021. And then I'm gonna print the car number 2 here as well. And if I run this program, now I have the green car, and then I have the blue car. And you can keep on doing this as many times as you want. So I'm gonna do the car number 3 now. And then car number 3 is going to be super efficient, 500 miles per gallon. This is going to be silver, and the year is 2000. So run this program, and now I have a car that's silver. So the whole point here is that each time you instantiate an object, you will end up with a car or with an object. This object here shares the same blueprints as this object, as this object here. They share the same methods. They share the same attributes. However, each one of them will have a different value for the attributes. The value for this one was green, this one is blue, silver, and so on. So if you can understand the concept of having the blueprint right here, and then based on this blueprint, you can create many cars with the help of the constructor. So the constructor is what creates many different types of cars for you. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.